Hello, live from the channel's television global headquarters in Lagos, Nigeria. You're watching Newsroom series. I'm Dominic Iwiwu, and today our focus will be on the southeastern region. But before we get into most of the stories coming in from there, let's have a snippet of our top stories making the rounds at the moment. The President of the Senate, Senator Godswill Akpabio, has strongly denied recent allegations by Senator Natasha Akpoti-Oduaghan, describing her claims as false, baseless, and a dangerous attempt to incite public unrest. This was contained in a statement issued by the Special Advisor on Media and Publicity, Honorable Eseme Eyibo, today, where the Senate President firmly refutes as completely fabricated and malicious the accusation by the suspended senator of a plot to assassinate her through the former Kogi State Governor, Yahaya Bello. The statement adds that the allegation made during a public appearance in Kogi on April 1, 2025 is not only reckless but part of a long-standing pattern of unsubstantiated and inflammatory claims made by Senator Akpoti-Oduaghan, including previously abandoned accusations of sexual harassment against Senator Akpabio. He describes the accusations as a smear campaign allegedly backed by undisclosed political interest desperately aimed at undermining the credibility of the Senate and its leadership. The Supreme Court has set aside the judgment of the Court of Appeal in Abuja recognizing Julius Abure as the national chairman of the Labour Party. In a unanimous judgment, a 5-member panel of the Apex Court held that the Court of Appeal lacked the jurisdiction to have pronounced Abure as national chairman of the Labour Party after finding out earlier that the substance of the case was about the party's leadership. The Apex Court held that the issue of leadership was an internal affair of a party over which courts lacked jurisdiction. The court further allowed the appeal filed by Senator Esther Neda Usman and one other and held that it was meritorious. It also proceeded to dismiss the cross-appeal filed by the Abure group of the Labour Party for being unmeritorious. Staying with legal matters, the High Court of Bayelsa State sitting in Yenagoa has issued an order restraining associates of the Federal Capital Territory Minister Nyesom Wike from holding a mega rally in the state pending the hearing and determination of the motion on notice. The proposed rally is scheduled for Yenagoa, the Bayelsa State capital, on April 12, 2025. Honorable Justice Uzakaya granted the motion ex parte in suit number BYHC/YHC/CV 133/2025 filed by the State's Attorney General, Mr. Biriaru Dambo San. We begin Newsroom series in Ebonyi State, where the federal government has continued its empowerment program in the agriculture sector under the Renewed Hope initiative. Youths and women in agriculture from all the 13 local government areas were presented with farm inputs and modern agricultural equipment aimed at boosting food security. The empowerment program commenced at the old government house in Abakaliki, the state capital.
Fisheries from all 13 local government areas of Ebonyi State converged on the old government house in Abakaliki, the Ebonyi State capital, to receive farm inputs and modern agricultural equipment to promote efforts geared towards attaining food sufficiency. In her remarks, the state coordinator of the Renewed Hope Agricultural Support Program and wife of the governor, who represented the wife of the president, Mrs. Uzoamaka Onwefuru, said the program is designed to enhance productivity and promote agribusiness.
The Renewed Hope Agricultural Support Program seeks to address these challenges by providing targeted support, resources, and training. This initiative, Renewed Hope Agricultural Support Program, is designed to enhance productivity, promote agriculture, and create wealth through 4 major components, which is Women in Agriculture Initiative, Young Farmers Club, Every Home a Garden campaign, Youth in Agriculture and Empowerment Program.
Earlier in her presentation, the State Commissioner for Agriculture and Natural Resources, Nkechinyere Iyoku, disclosed that many women and youths had already been trained in modern farming techniques.
This program is designed with you in mind, empowering you to effectively provide support to your families while also producing surplus crops for sale. No woman or youth should remain idle or rely solely on their husband or parent for survival. Instead, we must support and encourage our husband and parents in building a strong and prosperous home together.
Besides the gifting of the modern agricultural equipment, the Renewed Hope Initiative also provided cash to various farming groups, including Women in Agriculture Initiative, the Young Farmers Club, made up of primary and secondary school students, Every Home a Garden campaign, and Youths in Agriculture and Empowerment in the state.
It taught us and let we tell the Young Farmers Club to know and learn more about how to build our farm, both in our home and in the school.
When I go back to my school, I would like to introduce this program to other people in my school. And I also like to make a good farm in my school and teach other people also.
The event also featured lectures on best practices in rice and cassava cultivation, backyard farming, and bag yam and potato technology. This is another effort in a series of empowerment programs of the federal government's Renewed Hope Initiative, reflecting its commitment to ensuring sustainable agriculture. However, it remains to be seen how far this effort will translate into food sufficiency and commodity price reduction, first in Ebonyi State and then in neighboring states.
As political activities heat up in Anambra State, over 60 support groups under the aegis of all Soludo support groups have converged on the International Convention Center, Awka, for a rally in support of Governor Chukwuma Soludo for what they describe as his sterling performance in 3 years. They are also encouraging him to run for a second term. The leader of the joint groups, Mr. Chinedu Nwonye, notes that the numerical strength of the support groups, surpassing 120,000 members, is overwhelming, and they are all solidly behind Governor Chukwuma Soludo for continuity.
It's an atmosphere of excitement at the International Convention Center, Awka, the Anambra State capital, as members of the All Soludo Support Group, ASSG, gather in large numbers to express their confidence in the leadership and to demand for continuity. Governor Chukwuma Soludo seems to take a cue from the energy in the room as he acknowledges the crowd. Many have come to support the governor's re-election, but only a few are chosen to speak on their behalf, beginning with the leader of the joint group.
If you have followed Soludo from the time of CBS when I started following him, he won the best global and African central bank governor of the year. 3 times of deputy, 2005, 2007. So we knew he would do this Soludo magic that is doing in Anambra State. Mr. Governor, everybody is testifying that you are rude. Even the opposition are saying, why are we even contesting this election?
They present a check of 30 million naira to support the governor for a second term. For the visibly elated governor, the hypothesis of the politics of development, which has translated to politics of capital, has worked in Anambra State, as there are many impactful development projects to celebrate in 3 years.
When you then give people development, what I call politics of development, that it translates into political support. And we set out to test that hypothesis here in Anambra. And the feedback I am getting so far, within 2 years plus, we have now celebrated our 10th-year anniversary. Because I walk the streets, I go to the markets, I get onto Onitsha and I light from my car and take a walk, and you see thousands following and chanting and rejoicing. That when you give people development, that it translates into political capital.
Voices of affirmation from a federal legislator and another stakeholder sealed the deal.
In terms of infrastructure, he is #1. Human capital development, among others. He has performed more than expected since the last 3 years. So he has our support, the support of every Anambra.
From 1991, this state was created. There is no governor that has come close to what Mr. Governor has done within 3 years. And that is why you can see the plethora of endorsements. The students have endorsed, the youth have endorsed, the women have endorsed. Today, the support groups are endorsing. We are saying unanimously, it's a consensus from the Anambra that Chukwuma Charles Soludo is the best we can ever ask for, that he should continue with his good work from the Anambra.
Governor Soludo gives assurances that his administration will do more in the days ahead, as they are determined to leave no community behind.
Staying with politics in Anambra State, the state's chapter of the All Progressives Congress has embarked on a special engagement tour led by frontline governorship aspirant Mr. Valentine Ozigbo. The tour, which kicked off in Nnewi South Senatorial Zone, aims to connect with party members, listen to their concerns and share Ozigbo's vision. This strategic move strengthens Ozigbo's relationship with the party's grassroots and key stakeholders ahead of the APC primary election. By engaging with the people, Ozigbo promotes his ideology, understands community needs, and builds a strong support base.
The special engagement tour begins at Nnewi in the South Senatorial Zone with 119 wards, where the frontline aspirant in the Anambra State governorship race, Mr. Valentine Ozigbo, takes a step further to identify with the party members, interact with them, and share his ideas about the forthcoming APC primary election.
And to win an election, you have to start by winning the primary. And so the real question here, before all of us are here, in the party, who is the right person to fly the flag of APC at the next election? How do you determine who actually should be that rightful candidate? Who stands a greater chance of defeating the incumbent? Knowing that we are talking about an incumbent governor.
Next is Onitsha, in the North Senatorial Zone, where he insists that he is the only option for the APC in the Anambra governorship election, as an independent poll conducted widely puts him at 93%. He condemns the infighting among some aspirants in the party and calls for unity. The tour is rounded off in Awka, the state capital, where Mr. Ozigbo expresses confidence of winning the primary election if it is done transparently.
I am certain that if we get the process right, there's no contest. By grace of God, I will not only win, I will win with overwhelming victory. Because I've been tested, I've been trusted. People have seen my trajectory, they know my past. They know where I'm coming from, and they know my adventure in politics. They know why I'm in politics. They trust the reason. And in 2021, they know I actually won the election and was stolen. This time around, our mandate is how to protect the election. We have won the primary, we have won the election, that's what people say. How do you protect? That has been the biggest question. And we have our plans on how to protect the mandate.
7 aspirants slug it out during the APC primary election in Anambra State this weekend, with delegates urged to choose wisely based on facts and not sentiment.
Across the Anambra River, the Imo State Governor, Hope Uzodinma, has sworn in Justice Theophilus Nzeuku as the new acting Chief Judge of the state, following the removal of the former Chief Judge of the state, Teresa Chikeka, by the National Judicial Council some months ago. Speaking during the swearing-in ceremony at the Ndubisi Kano Executive Chambers Government House, Owerri, the governor reiterates the commitment of his administration to ensuring a most dependable and responsible judiciary in the state. The governor adds that the appointment of Justice Nzeuku in acting capacity followed a painstaking review and findings of Judicial Service Commission and in accordance with the provisions of the Constitution of the Federal Republic of Nigeria. He, however, charges the Judicial Service Commission to expedite action that will help in producing a substantive chief judge for the state.
I would therefore welcome and congratulate Honorable Justice Theophilus Nzeuku for his appointment as the acting Chief Judge of Imo State. I will also use this opportunity to commend and thank National Judicial Service Commission for opening our eyes and provoking our energy towards sanitizing the records at our disposal. We commend them, while we also charge Judicial Service Commission to expedite action in producing a substantive Chief Judge for Imo State. I will also use this opportunity to call on all our judicial officers to see their mandate as a sacred mandate, to do only those things that will be acceptable to both God and man, to always discharge their duties with the fear of God, and bring justice and equity to the people of Imo State.
Meanwhile, two additional commissioners, Professor Bernard Ikwegwa and Mrs. Choma Egu, were also sworn in as commissioners into the State Executive Council. He charges them to contribute their quota to the development of the state.
This evening, we swore in Dr. Shalma Vivian Egu and Professor Bernard Thompson O. Ikegwu Oha as commissioners to join our cabinet to provide quality service to the people of Imo State. It is a call for service. It is a call to represent Imo people. It is a call to support the government of Imo State and by extension the people of Imo State. As you do that, bearing in mind that a lot of work is still to be done in Imo State, that we are interested and eager to develop our state and make life more meaningful.
As part of activities to commemorate the maiden edition of the National Police Week, the Imo State Police Command has organized a high-level stakeholders meeting and free medical outreach for residents. Speaking at the event, the Commissioner of Police in Imo State, Danjuma Aboki, emphasizes that the gathering is designed to foster dialogue among security agencies, government officials, traditional rulers, religious leaders, and community representatives.
National Police Week gives us the chance to reflect our progress tackle challenges and strengthen security partnership. Security is shared responsibility. We urge all citizens to stay vigilant and report any suspicious activities. Timely intelligence is key, preventing crime and ensuring a safe environment for all. I encourage everyone to take part today's meeting. Your ideas are crucial in making Imo State safe and more secured.
In a renewed effort to halt crude oil theft, the federal government task force on illegal oil activities has arraigned 16 suspects accused of vandalizing oil pipelines in Ukwa West local government area of Abia State. Speaking to journalists shortly after the court's proceedings at the Federal High Court in Umuahia, the Prosecution Counsel, Barrister Ofem Uket, declared the federal government interagency security team zero tolerance for all forms of vandalism, oil theft, or sabotage on government facilities. The 16 suspects were brought before the Federal High Court sitting in Umuahia, the Abia State capital, presided by Honorable Justice Sunday Onu on a 7-count charge of alleged conspiracy, tampering with oil pipeline, dealing in petroleum products without license, and stealing of crude oil, among others. Prosecution Counsel Ofem Uket says the activities of the syndicate not only threatens the nation's resources, but endangers countless citizens who depend on the stability of oil revenue. The trial date was adjourned for June 24th, 25th, and 26th, following submissions by both parties for accelerated hearing.
What we have just witnessed now is just a testament of the federal government's determination to pursue and prosecute whoever has chosen the path of criminality. So the federal government, we are ready to pursue them, whoever does that. And the unfortunate thing is that it appears in some communities, in these oil-bearing communities, it's like oil bunkering. It's a kind of industry for them, a kind of industry where everybody goes to vandalize pipeline, and the community just look the other side as if nothing has happened.
Then on the issue of trial, the trial date was taken to 24th, 25th, and 26th of June because we applied for accelerated hearing. We wanted the matter to be expeditiously heard so that those who are innocent can, dispense with the hearing of the matter and face their ordinary life and do their business, look after their family instead of always coming to court. So we made that application for accelerated hearing, which the prosecution did not oppose. So it looks like from that 24th, 25th, and 26th of June, this matter will come up for hearing, that is trial.
Still in Abia State, the state government has, amidst jubilation amongst members of the host communities, commenced the clearing of the access road leading to the runway of the proposed airport, Nsulu. Speaking at the site located at Umuala, Nsulu, Isialangwa North, the Chief of Staff to the Governor, Pastor Caleb Ajagba, reiterated that the government of Dr. Alex Oti is sincere in carrying out the project in collaboration with the federal government. He commends host communities for their understanding and urged the contractors to work with the locals, while informing that government has started paying compensation to landowners. Meanwhile, the project coordinator for the Abia Airports project, Pastor Okuregbu Aji, says clearing the access road, which is about 853 kilometers from the main road to the runway point, marks a milestone in the project.
Given that impression that the Zulu people are not, favorably disposed to this project, you can see for yourself that it is not true. And I want to commend the host communities for the level of maturity, understanding, and commitment they have shown
It's quite commendable. Already compensation is being paid. Many host communities have already received their payment. And you can see palpable joy. Everybody is happy.
Another step, another process of the airport project has kicked off. We have done enumeration and other things. Today we are creating the access road into the runway so we can, do the necessary soil test and other, investigation purposes at the runway. So the community is very, very happy. Everybody is happy. If you can go out, you see the women are jubilating. The men are, all very happy with the project because this is something that has never happened in Abia State before.
And that's where we draw the curtains on this edition of Newsroom series. I'm Dominic Iwiwu. Stay with Channels Television for more updates.